As China and Russia stage powerful coordinated drills across the Western Pacific, Tokyo panics and Washington scrambles nuclear-capable B-52s in a desperate show of force. The US-Japan alliance claims this is deterrence, but the truth is obvious. The balance of power has shifted, and Japan is trembling while America rushes to look relevant. Two aging US B-52 bombers, escorted by Japan's overstretched F-35s and F-15s, took off not out of strength, but out of fear. Tokyo knows it cannot handle the China-Russia axis. Washington knows its regional dominance is collapsing. This frantic bomber flight is not power projection. It is strategic insecurity on full display. The trigger was simple. Russian Tu-95s and Chinese H-6K bombers flew a calm, coordinated patrol, escorted by J-16 fighters, and Japan lost its nerves instantly. The joint patrol exposed Tokyo's weakness and showed how easily China and Russia can reshape the skies around Japan. One patrol, and the entire US-Japan command chain jumped in panic.
Regarding the movements of the Liaoning aircraft carrier strike group, our Ministry of National Defense is aware that it entered the Western Pacific via the Miyako Strait on December 6 to conduct navigational missions, including training for carrier-based aircraft takeoffs and landings. The Ministry of National Defense will closely monitor subsequent developments in the military interactions between the CCP and Japan.
Japan's fear only deepened when China's Liaoning carrier group launched fighters near Okinawa. Tokyo claims Chinese jets locked fire control radar on its aircraft. A sign of provocation, they say. But Beijing's message is far simpler. The Western Pacific is no longer an American playground, and Japan must get used to a multipolar sky.
Regarding whether the Chinese Communist Party will conduct the joint Sword Sea military exercise against Taiwan in the future, we continue to use the joint intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance mechanism to closely monitor the dynamics of the CCP military. We will also pay attention to signs of political, economic, and public opinion developments to assess possible actions by the CCP military and make appropriate responses and measures.
South Korea also scrambled jets after Chinese and Russian aircraft entered its ADIZ. No violation occurred, but the message was unmistakable. The China-Russia partnership is shaping an entirely new security reality, while US satellites flail to keep up. Seoul, Tokyo, and Washington may react, but they are no longer dictating terms. At the same time, China intensified bomber patrols around Taiwan, sending J-16 fighters and H-6K bombers on long-range missions that pierced deep into the Western Pacific. For Japan and the US, this opens a third front they cannot control. For China and Russia, it is simply the next step in strategic synchronization. From Japan to Korea to Taiwan, the US and its allies are reacting, not leading. China and Russia are now defining the tempo, the timing, and the theater of operations. This is no longer Washington's Pacific. It is a region where US bombers fly, only after Beijing and Moscow decide to move first. And Tokyo's panic mode is becoming the new normal.